Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk a little bit about the news involving Senator Robert Menendez, Bob Menendez. We will go over the two questions that came in immediately after the news broke and talk about what is likely to happen from here, where it goes from here. Okay, so if you missed the news, the senator from New Jersey, shock. I joke about corruption being like a sport in the South. I often forget about like New Jersey and New York. That senator has been indicted on allegations involving a pretty wide-ranging bribery scheme. It's not the first time this senator has faced allegations like this. The questions that came in immediately after the news broke was first, is this real or is this part of the GOP doing its weird thing right now? And how strong is the case? Looking through the indictment, it looks pretty real. As far as strength of case, for a gauge based off of very early information, again, innocent till proven guilty, all of that stuff. It looks like it is stronger than the Trump DC case, but not as strong as the Trump documents case for kind of a range of where it's at. There's some interesting reporting when it comes to how things are phrased. One of the things that caught my eye was they found a quantity of cash at the senator's home. He's rich. Most rich people have a quantity of cash somewhere in their home, normally like a safe or something like that. The quantity is almost $500,000. That seems that seems like a lot. Just saying, that seems like a little bit more than a rainy day fund. So that doesn't look good. There's also some tangible assets like gold bars. And the allegations that are being made, they seem pretty well fleshed out. And it looks like some of it involved using his position to further the interest of maybe Egypt. Those are the allegations. What happens from here politically? Generally speaking, at this point, it seems as though the senator would resign. Historically speaking, that's what occurs. However, there have been a lot of deviations from that lately. So we'll have to wait and see how it actually plays out. But up until very recently, if somebody in Congress was indicted, not just investigated, that tends to lead to resignation. Not always, but most times. However, there is a trend occurring in Congress where people really aren't held accountable, and they're not asked to resign or don't resign of their own will when something like this happens. So I would guess there's a resignation coming, but we don't know that yet because things have been, different over the last 6 years or so. We'll have to wait and see how things play out and how things progress in connection with anything that occurred overseas. Generally speaking, something like this wouldn't really interest me too much, but that overseas connection kind of makes me want to pay close attention to it because there may be more here than you might imagine. So we'll just have to wait and see. But again, innocent till proven guilty, allegations at this point, all of the normal stuff. But it doesn't look good. The case, the way it was presented, it appears to be pretty strong. So the senator is going to have a top-notch legal team to present his side of the events. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.